edition of Prolific Profiles right here on Prolific Radio, www.prolifick.com. And today we have a very special treat for you. We have none other than hip-hop artist G-Child in the studio today. Hey, G-Child, how's it going?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me on.
No problem. First of all, I want to say thank you. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us today. I know you have a busy schedule, and we thank you for blessing us with your presence here at Prolific. It's definitely an honor and a privilege having you here. So once again, thank you for coming.
No doubt.
All right, so G, tell us about some of the things you've been doing. You know, a lot of people, they know you from the reality show from years ago and everything. Tell us what's been going on. You know, and for those who may not know, tell us what the experience has been like. Because, you know, you've touched it. And when I say touched it, a lot of people don't realize that you were in the industry. You know, you were seen nationwide. You know, people heard your music. I mean, you know, you've been there. What was it like?
At first, it was great. It was awesome. I mean, for 12 years, I mean, I started performing at the Vanilla Ice shows over at Croc Rock back in 2000. I was like 16, promoting myself, posting flyers up everywhere. You know, I was always going over to like Hellbound Tattoo on Hamilton and over to Cap C and like trying to find like everybody just promoting my music and promoting my shows. And then finally, you know, I was asked to be on this TV show after all those years of hard work and just trying to get my name out. And someone found me on MySpace actually and was like, VH1 is looking for white rappers, and I guess I fit the description, so next thing you know, they chose me to be on the show. I went out to audition, and then they sent me right to callbacks, and it was awesome. I mean, you got to hang with MC Search and, you know, Grandmaster Kaz and all those awesome, you know, dudes, and just, you know, did the show. But, you know, there's backlash reality TV. I was bitter, you know, for a while after I did it. I was mad at Search and angry at everybody, but you know, I pretty much got through it, got over it. You know, still trying to live my life, you know. But I still get recognized and all that. And
I know.
Experience, you know?
You were telling us that that people still recognize you. They take pictures and they you know, they post it on YouTube and things like that. What did you take away from it? I mean, yeah, there was some positive, there's some negative. What were some of the things that you took away from the whole experience?
That I didn't like about the experience?
Well, on both. You know, what was it that you took away, the positive and the negative?
Positive thing was just, you know, having people know you. To, you know, you dream for years since you're a kid, you know, to sign autographs, and I mean, you're signing them. But the thing is, you know, I didn't have a manager. I was, you know, I didn't drive. I'm, you know, walking to the library and just walking around and, you know, going from friends' houses and stuff, and there's cars stopping in the middle of the street, beeping at me, people wanting pictures, you know, and, you know, it was awesome, and, you know, a great experience. But then I would go over to bars and stuff, and people would, like, hate me and envy me so much and be like, yo, let's battle. And it's like, oh, man, come on, I'm just, like, here with my friends, like, oh, you're a sucker, you're a punk, and, you know what I mean, just wanting to battle me. And,
really? So they wanted to battle you? Really? Oh, my gosh, that's crazy.
And I would, like, blow up at people, like, it just started to get to me, and, you know, I would hear people talking about me all the time, and, you know, I just couldn't go out and really enjoy it, you know, so I didn't have time to really enjoy the whole experience of it. Like, I enjoyed little pieces of it, but it was like, it came so fast and went so fast. And, you know, there was a lot of negative energy, but, you know, there was also a lot of good about it. So, a lot of mixed emotions that I still kind of have, and at the time that I had, you know, but, I mean, I pretty much got through it, and, you know, what doesn't kill it makes you stronger, so, you know, definitely became a better person from it, you know.
Do you still like the life as far as, you know, the life of the celebrity? Because you were a celebrity. People knew who you were. I mean, I know during the reality show you were in places like People Magazine, and you know, you were in all the national publications, because that was like an unheard of thing. You know, when you came with this thing, with the, you know, with the whole reality. It was still kind of new to reality genre. And, you know, especially hip-hop, and here you are, a white female rapper. And, you know, so what happened was you did become that celebrity type, but, you know, do you miss it? I mean, well, how do you feel about it? I mean, now that you see the other people in the celebrity life, do you feel like you could have handled it better, or do you miss it, or what? Yeah,
I mean, it's still there at times. There's a lot of things that I definitely don't miss about it. But I was never in it, like, I was just in it to make music. I was never in it to, you know, for fame or anything like that. I always just wanted to do little things, like play Warped Tour. But, you know, or be on an indie label or an underground label, you know what I mean, and just do like these little things but still have a name for myself. But I never wanted like to be like rich and famous or anything, and I still actually don't want that. And people could sit here and be like, dude, you're lying, man. If P. Diddy gave you a contract right now to sign with Bad Boy, you would do it. And I totally would argue I wouldn't do it. You know, I don't want to be raped by the industry. I hear all these horror stories. You know what I mean? And I'm not like into glamour. I'm not into all that. I never have been. But you know what I mean? So I mean, the whole celebrity side of it, it's, you know, it is cool. But you know.
What about your music? Did your music, you know, because I know, you know, you had good music. Did it suffer any, or the creative process suffer any when it came to this whole experience?
The thing was too, like, people just knew me as this TV personality, so they weren't really even into my music. Like when they wanted pictures of me and stuff like that, they wanted pictures of G Child from the White Rapper Show, but they didn't want pictures of G Child the artist, you know what I mean, the performing artist. They, you know, because they didn't know that person, they just knew me as this TV personality, so they weren't really, my records weren't out in stores and stuff like that for them to buy, so they didn't really know who I was or what I was all about. They just knew me from that TV show.
What about you know, your lyrics and everything? You know, how many albums have you had since then? I mean, how many albums do you have out as a whole, or music? How many songs?
Right now, I have my EP out that I've been kind of, I guess, working on for years, because it's called the Getting Down to Brass Tacks EP, and it's 7 or 8 tracks, I believe.
Okay.
And a lot of it's like some of my old songs. My shows, I always perform a lot of the old songs that I've been playing for the past 12 years, and mixing some new songs in with it, because, you know, there's a lot of people who didn't hear those songs that, you know, I really had fun writing and that I really believe in, and, you know, so I still kind of just keep those new and fresh. And, you know, I don't really write a whole lot anymore. As in, when I started in my early 20s and as a teenager, I was going through all that angst and always writing, and so those songs, you know, hold a special place, and I'm still always performing them, and those are the ones I get live to, and the crowd loves them, you know, they get nuts. So, but really, I just would burn CDs out every time I had shows with just a couple songs, and, you know, I wasn't really proud of like my just the way things were like mixed down, and I had really low budget studios I was going into, so that's why I'm always re-recording and, you know, things like that, and putting them on records and stuff, so people can finally get to hear them.
What would you say was the lesson that you learned through all of this? I mean, if you could take one lesson out and you could talk to some of the up-and-coming people in the hip-hop industry, what would you tell them through the whole experience that you encountered when you got on the entertainment, the reality show, through the whole situation?
Don't make it to celebrity rehab with Dr. Drew. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs, yeah.
Nah, I didn't go through all that. But, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, you know what you're getting into, you know what I mean? And it's cool to take every opportunity that comes to you, but, you know, just kind of like, I don't know, just kind of really focus and think about what you're getting yourself into before you actually do it. And I mean, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I would say, in hindsight,
there is consequences.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in hindsight, would you or would you not take advantage of the opportunity? Would you have done anything differently?
Well, with the show, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. None of us did. I thought it was going to be a show that's, oh, the White Rapper Show. It's going to glamorize us. It's going to show, you know, because there's such a stigma about white rappers, and there always has been for years. So I thought that this was going to be our chance to shine and show people, you know what I mean, that like,
now, people don't really was this pre-Eminem? Was this pre-Eminem? This is before Eminem came out.
No, Eminem was out.
He was out already. Okay.
Because he hit in like 98 or something. It came out like 06. So
okay.
It was,
so this is what he had been out for a while.
And he was like the only white rapper that had made it at the time. And it's funny because when the show aired, he was like the only white rapper out. Now you have Krayshawn, you have MGK, you have Yellow Wolf, Mac Miller. You know, now all of a sudden being a white rapper is cool again.
Right.
But when I was on the show, it wasn't cool. So the show was set to clown us, and it definitely did its part in clowning us, and America clowned us.
So do you feel like it was like more exploitive than anything else?
Yeah, I don't know. See, it's Ego Trip, and Ego Trip's weird. I didn't know a whole lot about Ego Trip, but now, you know, since being on the show and seeing like their blog on the internet and their books and the old magazines and things like that. I mean, that's what they do. They kind of clown hip-hop in general. They're all about hip-hop, but they just have a little humor to it. It's just a weird type of vibe that they have in their journalism and in the, you know, everything about that. And I didn't know that, you know what I mean? I didn't know really what ego trip was, but that's what they do. That's what it is. Probably be that.
All right. Well, we've got a couple of songs, and these are the first one we're going to play is called Jilted. Tell me a little bit about that.
This song is a broken heart song. So anybody who ever had their heart broken, I'll dedicate this song to you. You know, it takes some time to get over. But me, I'm the kind of person that I like to write about things that I'm going through. Like if you told me to sit down and write a song right now, I probably couldn't do it. My mind would be blank. But when I'm going through something, that's when I'm able to write. So I wrote this song last year, and this is probably actually the last song that I've written since then. So and I just made a little music video to it on my own.
Oh, did you? Okay. I mean, is the music video out yet?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I just kind of shot it myself out in the woods. And,
oh, okay. So you still have to create
very
juices.
Low budget, no budget.
Right. But you know what? That's sometimes that's the best way to do it.
And I like to make music that's relatable. So this is definitely a song that everybody could relate to.
Awesome. Well, to everybody, this is a Prolific Radio World premiere from G Child called Jilted right here on Prolific.